So guys, apparently New York has been going up in flames because of Cenat. So let's get into it.
Tonight, mayhem in Manhattan, with police say at least 2,000 people mobbing Union Square, getting on top of cabs and the entrance to a subway, jumping on food carts, pushing, shoving, and throwing objects, as police eventually move in. The NYPD says it began after a social media influencer known as Cenat planned an event to give away PlayStations at 4 o'clock this afternoon.
What's up, guys? It's Bad Decisions, where we watch people make
bad decisions.
It's your boy Sher.
It's your man Jay.
Right now, we're about to get into another video. So just in case you guys are not aware of who Cenat is, which I don't know how you're not, Cenat is one of the biggest YouTubers on this platform, and he's one of the biggest streamers. So he's definitely a big deal. What's the entire situation? What happened is that Cenat sent out a tweet, I believe, on Twitter or on Twitch, or one of the many platforms that he uses, and he basically stated that he's giving away a free PS5. What do I think about this situation, guys? Well, I mean, it's pretty much self-explanatory. People plus free-ish equals madness.
The NYPD declaring a level 4 mobilization. What appear to be hundreds of police officers quickly on the scene.
The crowd was swarmed when the influencer finally arrived at the park. Individuals in the park began to commit acts of violence towards the police and the public.
Police quickly moved in mass, working to regain control block by block.
Don't believe me? Just look at old Black Friday videos where you see people beating each other up over big screen TVs. From what it appears to be is that most of these people tend to be young. It looks like they're between the ages of 14 and probably about 22. So if we're being honest, a PS5 is relatively expensive. I believe it's about $500 to about $600. I believe. I'm not really a gamer. So, I mean, for $500 or $600, that's a lot for someone who is about 17 or 16 or even 19 years old. So I can understand why they're going crazy over free stuff. When I was that age, like 17 or even just what, 21, the big thing in my community was like shoes. So people would get into fights over Jordans, and there'd be giant Jordan lines.
Stop it. Get some help.
And like if you got like the number one Jordan, it's like everybody was trying to fight you. So that was a big thing when I was younger. So I guess now it's just gaming systems. So I mean, I can't really judge them because I get it. You're young, you're not making much money. That's a huge deal. Kids are gonna be kids. I just hope everybody's safe.
Yeah, I'm laughing because it's not funny, honestly. It's really sad, but I'm trying to remember that J. Cole line in that song he has with Missy Elliott where he says that line about people offing people over some shoes, but I forget how he said it.
They killing niggas for J's, that's death over designer.
But it's J. Cole, so you know his lines are fire. But anyways, I'm gonna take it a different route from what you even said. Whole completely different line of thinking. In my mind, I'm thinking it doesn't take much for human beings to devolve or to regress back into our animal brain. It's like that. It just made me think to myself, like, over some PS5s, I think it was like 1 or 2 or 3. He was giving away more than one, I think.
Yeah, he was giving away a lot.
It reminds me of why we need governments. Like, human beings require governance because without it, left to our own devices, chaos is right around the corner. And so that's where my mind went for some reason, just seeing all these. And I know it's the youth, and every generation has some situation where the youth get riled up. And this is a small event. This is not like in the 70s when they were protesting against the Vietnam War.
Yeah.
People, police were offing college students. I mean, I'm going all over, way to the left, but
that's serious.
Very serious. But it just reminded me of that. It also made me think about people who live in war-torn countries. Now, I know you're probably like, what is this guy talking about? But seeing that mob of people made me think about people in countries who live under constant anxiety and fear of violence and have to deal with like groups of people like this times 10.
Basically, what this reminds me of, there was a movie starring Owen Wilson that came out a few years ago. Mm-hmm. And in this movie, Owen Wilson was part of a company. And because of that company, a bunch of village people started rioting and they started like just going at each other back and forth. So when you brought up that statement, that's what that kind of reminded me of. It's a great movie, by the way, if I ever remember the name of it.
It is a good movie. And I forgot the name as well. He's there with his family.
Yeah.
Like save his family.
Yeah, and he got like throw his daughter off.
Yeah, that's like the biggest part of the scene. That's what they were advertising when it came out.
She literally broke her leg. Tragic.
Don't.
So
You're gonna ruin the movie.
Nothing.
Yeah, no, it does remind me of that too. I thought you were gonna say Beast of No Nation, but that's so depressing.
Yeah, we going way darker.
We're going super dark. Let me get back to the main.
Okay.
All right. So back to the main story at hand. I will say first and foremost that obviously I don't think that Kai's intention was to incite a riot.
No.
At all. I think his intention was to go out, offer some free. I think you know what it is. I think that he's a victim of no good deed goes unpunished. He went out there because obviously he went out there to provide some free stuff and to promote his brand, obviously. But nonetheless, what happens? People don't know how to act, get riled up. Now he's getting airlifted to wherever he's going. I think they airlifted him.
Yeah, he's in custody right now.
He's in custody.
At this hour tonight, the streets are relatively calm. Still a very heavy police presence, still a lot of young people out on the streets. And the social media celebrity who is responsible for all this remains in police custody at this hour. Police say there is a possibility that he could be charged with inciting a riot.
And so I really hope that they don't hit him with any charges. If they do, maybe like the lowest level misdemeanor or something.
I mean, if we're being honest, right? If we're being real, most likely he'll go to court. His lawyer will get him off because he's handing it out for charity. I mean, he's giving away to people. So right. I mean, really, that I'm pretty sure that constitutes as some kind of charity because you're saying he's inside a riot, but he's just giving away free stuff. So I'm not sure whether or not it would stick. I'm not a lawyer. Go consult that with an actual lawyer.
So the thing about it too is what I heard, the reports are saying that no one was really hurt.
Remarkably, there appear to be no major injuries in all this.
No, but a lot of minor injuries, police say, including to officers hit by flying objects.
Yeah.
So I think that plays into it. Has someone been hurt or worse, then maybe something would have happened. Or maybe he might be facing some charges.
Yeah.
Being that no one was hurt, I don't know how much property damage there was, but apparently if he's such a big YouTuber, maybe he has money. But now we're going down another rabbit hole. But hopefully he's not charged for this.
I guess not. I mean, it's like the Mr. Beast syndrome. Like whenever Mr. Beast does something nice, like cure people of blindness, then there's always some group of people that are like, hey, what does he do? Like, there's always some kind of pushback. But I mean, at the end of the day, you're so big, it's gonna happen, man.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure even Oprah gets it.
I'm sure. And I was about to go off a tangent with that, but I won't do it. But yeah, people that complain about stuff like that, just I don't know.
There will be a video about that, guys. It's coming.
But in that last point, I think that this is why permits and planning are a thing. This is why you can't just willy-nilly go and start setting up shop on the street corner for some big event. Or like you can't just throw a random concert in the middle of Times Square without permits because you have to have things planned a certain way. And you have to have people that like police, first responders, all these different things, fire codes, etc. But anyway.
So ultimately what I'm going to say is that Kai Cenat made a good decision. Was it planned out the best? Probably not. But ultimately, he's giving away something for free for the young kids. So I'm always with that. And yeah, I'm going to say it's a good decision. It's a bad decision for the city to put him in custody. I mean, I'm pretty sure they just did it to rile things down. So who knows? But ultimately, I'm going to say good decision. What about you?
I mean, good decision that what he was trying to do. I think it was a good marketing plan and he was giving away free stuff. I think it just went the wrong way. And I think they took him into custody also for safety. I would imagine. But maybe not. But anyway, good decision on his part. Just turned out bad. So,
all right, guys. So this has been bad decisions. If you think Kai Cenat made a great decision, leave a comment and leave a thumbs up. If you thought Kai Cenat is absolutely for this, leave a thumbs up and leave a comment. All right, guys. It's been bad decisions, and we're out.